Hey guys, it's Doug Mystic Guy here on Board Game Geek, welcoming you to another play session of a game. This time, I'm a big sucker for games that involve the Cthulhu mythos. I have many of them. Everything from, of course, the legendary Arkham horror to, Eldritch horror to, oh my gosh, I can keep thinking of them. What else do I got that's Cthulhu related? Oh, even the even the smash up Cthulhu card deck that came out that had all the Cthulhu groups in it, and the Doom that came to Atlantic City, and I kickstarted Cthulhu Wars, and yada yada yada, on and on and on. I like Cthulhu. So that said, the mythos is pretty cool. I used to play the role-playing game as well, but today we're going to do, I don't know, again, I always say this, my intent is not to do a full play session of this, but I wanted to show you a play session of the Cards of Cthulhu. Nice little solo game that can be made to be multiplayer with some minor rules tweaks, and the multiplayer is fine. It looks like, I haven't played it multiplayer yet, looks fine. In fact, I only did a test run of this game to begin with, so we're going to learn this together. It's not a very difficult game. It's rules-wise not difficult at all, but as I understand, it's quite difficult to win. So let's just now turn to the board and see what we got. So welcome to Cards of Cthulhu. Okay, so the first thing we got here is our help sheet, which actually outlines the very simple turnover order, and also has a lot of pertinent information, how you spend your experience. By the way, even in the non-Kickstarter, I don't have the Kickstarter version, I just bought it retail, but even in the non-Kickstarter version, it's got these great little bronze coins for experience. Pretty neat. These are our investigator cards. We're going to pick one for the solo game. I don't know which one's better or worse, so I'm going to do it at random, and you're going to get to see that. And so basically, going over this, you got the turn order here. We're going to draw cult cards. We're going to put 4 cards out. Some of those are going to go onto the board as bad guys. Some of them are going to be items and stuff that we can purchase. It's pretty straightforward. And then after we do that, after we go through this purchase phase, we're going to awaken any horrors to come onto the board. Horrors require cultists. I'll show you what a game board looks like, and you can see that. Then we're going to do sanity loss from awakened horrors, which we may or may not have. We definitely won't have them initially. And then we're going to do combat against one of the cults. Then we're going to check the outcome for defeat or victory, and then we're going to wash, rinse, and repeat. We can be wounded. It's this interesting mechanic. The wounds are represented by 2 dice. These 2 green dice. Those are basically our health dice, and if we ever get to the point where we have to remove one of those, we don't have one, we lose the game. That's one of the main ways to lose the game. It also shows up here the different dice rolls, combos, and what they are. You can't reroll ones. It gives you little reminders. It's a really nice little sheet. It shows you what you can expend your experience on, and then also the spells that don't have cards representing them but can be played using your experience. When it says cost 1, cost 2, cost 3, that's experience points. It shows the basic spells: Spirit Dice, Hurry, Healing, and Seal Gate, that can be played during the game. Now, I'm not going to go over what those are now. You'll see them in gameplay. Again, the gameplay is not very difficult. But the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pick our investigator. Okay, so here are our investigator cards. I'm just going to shuffle them up, and like I said, I don't know which one's better or worse, but what's interesting about the game is when you pick your investigator, there are also followers that you can purchase in the deck that also represent the same group of people, the investigators, right? So what's interesting is you can end up with versions of all these investigator cards, and after I pick one, I'll show you what some of the others are. That are just kind of weaker versions of themselves that can be followers for your character. So that's pretty neat. Anyway, let's fan them out here. We're just going to pick one. Except I don't know which one's better or worse, so it doesn't really matter. We got the Ritualist. Of course, I probably picked one of the hardest ones. Let's see. Command spell. Move any minion to any cult board. Okay. Doesn't require any cost and experience, so I can just do that once a turn. The more you know of Cthulhu, the more mad you become. Okay. So that's going to be our guy. Now, other ones we could have had is the Explorer. I was kind of hoping we'd pull this guy, the Big Game Hunter. He's pretty cool. Tycoon starts with a whole bunch of money. We got a Journalist, a Psychiatrist. Obviously, he keeps himself sane. The Thief, Soldier, Doctor, and Priest. but we have the ritualist. So we're going to basically, all the rest of these guys just go back in the box. Like I said, there's lesser versions of these guys in the deck that you can actually take on as followers, along with items, etc. And that's really our setup. That's really it, guys. So let's just go over a board real quick, just so I can show you what a board looks like. Here's Cthulhu's board. Here's where we stack closed gates for his board. This is the section that his minions will go out on, and this is where you place horrors. So, as you can see, it says minor horror here. We're going to put a minor horror face down on this. If ever a time there are 2 minions in there during the I have to look and remember which part of the phase that is. We're going to flip that minor horror over and he's going to activate. Oh, that would be in the awaken horror stage, which is right after our purchase phase. So all it takes for the minor horror to appear are 2 minions of Cthulhu active in the world to awaken him. Major horror takes 3 and an unspeakable horror takes 4. And of course if there's ever 5 minions on any board at the end of the turn, we lose. That's the other lose condition, other than dying. Because once they awaken the great old one that would come forth, we basically lose the game. So who are the old ones in this game so far? There might be more later on, but there's Chognarfon, Cthulhu, Yog-Sothoth, and Arwasa. Those are the ones that we're going to be dealing with in this game, and you'll see their boards as we play. But I think we should just get started and go to it. Now, again, learning session for all of us. If you do know the game and you see something that I have done incorrectly, please correct me and let me know what that is, so that we can all learn this game appropriately together. But we're going to get started. So, turn 1. Okay, the first thing that we do, looking at the turn order, is we're going to draw cards. It says 4 cards plus gates. What that means is if I draw a gate card and I'm going to place that gate, I'm going to place that gate on the board for the old one. It's going to mean that we're going to draw more cards each turn. So those aren't too cool. But let's see what we start with. A cursed scroll. Now that's going to take effect if we don't pay the experience to get it off the board. Oh, by the way, we do start with some experience and setup. Let me see what that is. I believe it's 4. What's it say? Let's see. Setup. Again, this isn't that hard of a game, so everything's pretty straightforward. In the setup, we start with 4 experience, yes. So we do have enough to get rid of that cursed card if we don't want to purchase anything else, but I'm going to put the 4 experience on our guy. Those are 2 of our cards, our 3rd card, and our 4th card. So what we have is and there's also some flavor text on these. We have first a cursed card. Now what that means is that this says pay 2 experience or draw 3 cult cards. So, man, it sucks because out of our 2 experience, we're going to have to get rid of 2 right away. And the rest are all minions. So this isn't a really great turn for us to do anything too cool. But we're going to pay 2 experience, and I think we're going to do that because we don't want to suffer the effect and add 3 more cult cards to the board. Because that could usually be bad. Now, it could be items, but well, let's, you know what, curse cards are supposed to be bad. So we're going to spend 2 of our 4 experience to discard that card immediately. And since there aren't any items, we're going to skip the purchase phase. We're going to place our guys out. So they're going to go on the boards that they represent. And let's pan back a little bit here and see if you can see more of the boards. So this deep one, as you can see, has the symbol of Arwasa. So the deep one, who is a 4, and I'll show you how we defeat these guys in combat, is going to go onto the Arwasa board. He's the first of 5 minions, so he's going to go right there. And then we have the next one is Lamp F's, some other crazy creature. There's a dog loose in the woods. Okay, that doesn't look like a dog to me, but okay, whatever you want to say, dude. You can see that this one actually has the Cthulhu symbol on it, and the symbol's up here in the corner of the board, so he's going to go onto the Cthulhu board. And then our last one is going to be Nath Yidik. He's a minor horror, so he's going to go to sleep on Chognarfon's board. He's not awakened yet. He is a minor horror, so let me show you here. He's going to go right here in this slot upside down. Now when Chognarfon has 2 minions on the board, that old one, that one will awaken. You can stop them from coming onto the board before they awaken, You don't have to wait for them to awaken to deal with them. But yeah, that's basically our draw for the turn. So the next thing we're going to do is we would normally then be able to purchase any cards that are left over. We did that. We purchased the cursed scroll to get it out of the board. Next we would awaken horrors, but there's none to awaken. If we had awakened horrors, we might suffer a sanity loss. So now we go on to combat. So just to help you understand combat a little better, we're going to roll some dice. So initially we're going to roll 2 dice and 2 health dice and 1 body die, and that's going to be those 3 right there. And then with this minor horror, for example, if he were turned up, we'd have to kill him with a 2 dice combo, which means a 2 dice combo could be a pair of the same number, or like a straight, a 2, 3, 3, 4, whatever, something to that effect. And that's how. So there's different types of dice. There's dice combos that you can have. Matching runs. So matching would be 3 of a kind, 2 of a kind, whatever, and runs would be 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, whatever. That type of thing. And if we roll ones, we could possibly take wounds. So I think that for the first thing we're going to do is we might as well. The weakest minion on the board is the deep one that's in our Wasa's cult. So I think we'll take that deep one way out there and just go after. So we have to pick a board, a cult to attack. So the first cult we're going to attack, if we're going to choose the target cult, is going to be our Wasa. Then we're going to roll our 2 dice, our 2 health dice and our body die. So we're going to get that out right now. Okay, here's our red body die and our 2 health dice. Now, if we want to, we can spend experience points to add spirit dice, which are white, and they basically do the same thing. But we're not going to do that because the target number for the deep one, and I'll take him. Oops, sorry, guys. I'll take him over here and show him to you just for the purposes of see, you got a 4 up in the corner. That's all we have to roll to defeat him. So it's not like he's going to be difficult to defeat. So we're just going to roll our dice and hope we don't roll a lot of ones. We didn't roll any ones. We rolled a pair and a 4. So see, we can apply 1 dice to him and kill him. So that's all we had to do. Okay, so we killed this minion. So we're going to discard him. We killed a deep one in our battle with our Wasa. We did not roll any ones. Didn't take any wounds. And in killing a minion, if you look on the cheat sheet, it says down here under experience, it says minion 1. So we gain 1 more experience for killing that minion. And I put that on our cultist's card. And that basically is our first turn. So I'll probably do maybe 2 or 3 turns, and then we'll stop for the session. I'll wait to hear from you guys, see if this is a game you're really interested in seeing a full playthrough, or at least a couple more sessions, see how the game rolls out. But anyway, let's go on to our next turn. Just might as well keep rolling. So the next thing we do after combat, and by the way, in combat I could have re-rolled dice once without any penalty to do so, but there was no reason because we killed that minion in the first roll. We probably could have killed the tougher one on the Cthulhu board, but heck, I don't know how to play yet, so we're figuring it out. Anyway, then we check for defeat or victory. We don't have that yet. Our victory condition is we run through this deck, this big old deck. So it's going to be quite challenging to do that. But let's pull out our next 4 cards and see what happens. Okay, here are our next 4 cards. Amigo 6, that's going to go on Yog-Sothoth's board. Uh-oh, the Unspeakable Horror, Feral the Black. He's going on our Wasa's board. A Cultist for Yog-Sothoth. So there's going to get 2 minions on there. And a Cult Leader on Yog-Sothoth as well. So no items. That kind of bites. But, we can do things like spend 2 experience points to perform a second attack if we want. And looks like we're going to have some challenges on Yog-Sothoth's board because he's going to go crazy this turn. So we're going to place our cards out. We don't have any gates, so we're not going to draw any additional cards, and we don't have anything to buy, so we're not going to go through the purchases. Alrighty, so let's get these guys out where they belong. So we got actually I think they're supposed to stack this way, but that's okay. We got the Cultist and the Cult Leader here. They don't have special abilities or anything, but they're pretty nasty. Oh yeah, and Amigo. Wow. So holy smokes, these babies. We got 3 baddies here. That's pretty rough. Wow. You know, I think they do go this way because then you can see their values, right? Yeah, see, that would make more sense to me. Okay, and then we also have the Unspeakable Horror, who's going on our Wass's board. Feral the Black, here he is. We need a 4-dice combo to beat him, but he's hard to wake up. He needs 4 minions on his board to wake up. So now that we don't awaken any horrors. We had the only horror, minor horrors on this board, and there's nobody to wake him up. We would purchase, but we don't have anything to purchase. We suffer no sanity loss, so we go right to combat. And you know, I think that the right thing to do is attack the Yog-Sothoth board, right? Wouldn't you? Yeah, that would be my thought. So let's do some combat. Okay, well we have 11, 12, 13 points worth of creatures on there. I'm debating on whether or not let's buy 1 spirit die just to see how things go. Here's our experience point. We're going to cash that in. That's going to give us 4 dice. So if we get a good roll, we will be able to kill everything. Well, I don't think we will, but we'll try. Let's see what we get here. Well, I didn't roll it. Wow, pretty darn good, guys. There's 10, 6, 7. So okay, so we got 6, 5, and the 3. So we're going to place. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go here. We're going to say we're going to place 6, 5, and 3 right there, and kill all of those guys in 1 shot. Pretty good for us, and that's going to give us. That's going to net us 3 experience as well. So that was a pretty good, effective turn against the baddies there. Okay, so we're going to take these guys off the board. They were all killed. And I did check the rules just to make sure we can't actually, as long as we're attacking the same board, we can apply as many dice as we want to that attack. So our spirit die was not really necessary because we had the dice to do it. But, you know, heck, I don't know how to play it, so I thought I'd take a chance. And regardless, it did net us 3 more experience points. So that is going to be our turn again. So that's it. Next, let's go on to, let's do 1 more turn, see how it goes. Maybe I'll do 1 or 2 more turns in this video, and we'll see how things play out. But let's now draw our 4 new cards. Oh wait, well, let's go through the combat turn. So we did combats. We didn't need to re-roll anything. No defeat check, no victory check. We're good there. Move on. Okay. So let's draw our 4 cards. We got a Bayaki, a deep one again. I mean, no stuff. This really bites. And a cultist leader. So this is going to spread out a little bit differently. So we're going to have 3. Let's put this guy here. These 2 are going on the Cthulhu board, so we're gonna place them there, and then this one is going on Yog-Sothoth's board, and that's really it. I mean, I want to at least play until I get to buy something and show you what that looks like. So anyway, we've got our 3 dice. I think again, we're not in a scenario where we have to do anything crazy. I think we just attack the Cthulhu board and keep the minions low until such time we have some stuff, better stuff, so we can protect ourselves against wounds and things like that. Okay, so let's draw our 4 cards. We got a Bayaki, a deep one again. I mean, no stuff. This really bites. And a cultist leader. So this is going to spread out a little bit differently. So we're going to have 3. Let's put this guy here. These 2 are going on the Cthulhu board, so we're gonna place them there, and then this one is going on Yog-Sothoth's board, and that's really it. I mean, I want to at least play until I get to buy something and show you what that looks like. So anyway, we've got our 3 dice. I think again, we're not in a scenario where we have to do anything crazy. I think we just attack the Cthulhu board and keep the minions low until such time we have some stuff, better stuff, so we can protect ourselves against wounds and things like that. Okay, well let's roll. I'm just going to roll our 3 dice. We do need a 7 to kill the lamp F, so whatever it is. So we're probably going to need 2 dice on that one. But we might be able to kill at least one of the other ones and get them off the board. I'm not going to use any spirit dice. Let's roll. We got 6. Uh-oh, we got our first one. Oh no, got a 6, 1, and a 4. So we do get to use the 1. We cannot re-roll 1s, just to be clear. But we are going to then end up losing one of our health dice. Let me check that. I want to make sure. I think, do you have to roll a 1 on the body or any die? I got to look at that. Okay, we're okay, because the only time it matters is if you roll a 1 on the body die. Well, in this case, unless we're fighting a horror, and then even when we roll, if we roll 1s, 2s, and anyway, it's still the body die, but there's a greater chance if we're fighting a horror. So we do have the ability to kill two of the creatures. We're going to kill the, let's go back to the board. I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to kill the lamp Fs with a 7, and then we're going to kill this Bayaki with a 4. So we were able to kill them both. Boom. Take them out. We'll move this one up there. So far we seem to be doing okay, though I know it's not going to stay that way forever. And we get two more experience. Of course, I just finished my Agents of Smirch playthrough where I had tremendous dice luck, and we seem to be continuing that trend here with some lucky rolls. But that's going to end our combat, so we go through and again, I didn't need to re-roll. You can't re-roll once, and no matter if their body die or not. According as far as I understand, so I couldn't re-roll the one anyway, and the other 2 dice were fine. So we did good there. Again, I'm building up quite a bit of experience, but that's good because sometimes it's going to cost us a bunch to do something. So that we didn't need to re-roll. So outcome: we defeat check, victory check is clear. Let's move on and draw our next 4 cards. All right. So first card, another Bayaki. I shuffled the heck out of these guys, seriously. Zarthagora, that's an ugly looking critter. And another Bayaki, so still no items. Gosh, this is killing me. Alright, well anyway, we're going to place these out on the board. No items, no people to help us, but here's another one for Cthulhu. So we're going to place that on the Cthulhu board. This big strong guy, 9, is going on Arwasa. Man, we got to take that one down, because if we get 4 cultists on there, and it's going to be tough to take him down. Then we got another Bayaki over here in Yog-Sothoth. Well, let's see. What do we want to do? Let me think about what. So basically, there's no purchases. We haven't awoken any horrors, and so we suffer no sanity loss. We go straight to combat. Okay, I think the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to attack this Arwasa, or this Zathagora, which is an ugly-looking, flying-looking critter. Looks like a, I don't know, pterodactyl weird thing or something. Anyway, we need a 9 to defeat that. So I think we will spend 1 experience point to get a spirit die. That means we're using magic also to defeat it. And then we'll go to the dice roller. We need a 9. It's going to be quite heavy, but I think we can do it. Let's go. Okay, here's our dice roller. Let's roll. Well, we did, definitely, because we got 12 right there. I wish there was more creatures there to kill, but I want to make sure we got this one. And I may be making a mistake with these spirit dice. I'm rolling so well, but I could have rolled lower and not done it. So we did kill this guy. That's going to give us our experience point back from taking the minion out. But I think next what I want to do, and by the way, there's flavor text on these. I could be reading them, but I'm not, because I just want to show you the gameplay. But for example, it says, "For in that sleep of death what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause." Anyway, that's just quotes that are on the bottom. I think that what we're going to do, since we have quite a bit of experience, we can spend 2 to do what's called, let me show you on the board, a hurry action, or a hurry spell. See right there, hurry. And what that allows us to do is perform a second attack on a different board. We can only do this once per turn. So I'm going to do that. Why not? Let's take down this Cthulhu board here. It's nice and easy. We're going to not have the spirit die because there's no need to spend the spirit die on that. But let's go back and roll some more and see what we get here. 5, a 2, and a 2. So okay, we got the 5. Let's go back to this here. Got the 5 there, and we can use the 2 2s to kill the 2 minions. Now, if I was fighting a minor horror, I could have killed him with that combination, but there isn't one there. We were just clearing the board of minions. So I spent 2 experience to do that, and I got 2 experience back by killing them. So again, that's going to end our turn again. It's because we did combat. I didn't need to re-roll. Defeat check, victory check. Yep, we're good. So now we're going to draw 4 more cards. Now we are in a little rough spot with Yog-Sothoth because he does have 2 minions still on there, but they're weak, so I left them there. Let's go on. Okay, guys, I want to keep playing this session until I get something where I can buy things. The Necronomicon, that's a good one, so we might be able to buy that. Gate, that means, now that what that does mean is we're going to have a gate for Cthulhu, but we do need to draw an extra card this turn. a Shoggoth, 10-point Shoggoth. Okay, 4. That's our 4th card. Normally that would be it, but because of this gate, we got a card. So we got to draw another one to the cultist, and a cursed cube. We got to pay 2. Well, here's some good news. We got tons of experience. So let's take care of this stuff first. We are going to put the gate on Cthulhu's board here, and we're going to put. I think we put it right there. I don't know. I'll look that up. We're going to take this 2-point minion cultist and put him on our Wasa's board, and boom, 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 boom. On the Cthulhu board, we get a big, giant Shoggoth. Man, it's 10 points, but he's not a minor horror. Now, we also have. Now we go to the purchase phase. We actually have something to purchase. Isn't that cool? So I have enough to purchase. I'm clearing all of them. So let's start with the Necronomicon. Can't go through a game of a Cthulhu game without buying a Necronomicon. So that's going to require 4. Here's our 4 experience for that. Pow. And now we have an item. Now what does this item do, the Necronomicon? So during our turn, and you can only do this once, we can spend 2 experience points to discard any gate. That's pretty good. And then we're going to spend an additional 2 experience points, boom, to get rid of the cursed cubes. And what do? Do not re-roll this turn. You know what? I'm not worried about that. I'm not going to spend my experience on that. I'm going to take it. Keep 3 experience. I haven't needed to re-roll anything yet. So, and we can't re-roll one, so I might as well just keep going. Let's see, what do we want to do? I'm not going to worry about the 2-point cultist. Let's go back to the boards here. We got that 2-point cultist on our Wasa. We got the Yog-Sothoth has 2 cultists. Big giant Shoggoth on and a gate on Cthulhu. Now we have to destroy the gate. I believe I have to kill the minions. They protect the gate. So to be able to spend my 3 points on the, and you definitely want to get rid of gates because they bring out more beasties. So there's a thing that says, let's see, where is it? In the combat section it says protection. Cult cards on the board protect each other. Awake horrors protect the minions on the cult board. Oh, you have to kill the awake horrors before you kill the minions. And until awake horrors are slain, you cannot attack the minions. Protect sleeping horrors and the gate. So we have to kill this Shoggoth before we can destroy the gate, and I have enough experience to destroy the gate. Why don't we do that? I can't spend any spirit dice, but on 3 dice, maybe the way I've been rolling, I hope I can get a 10 and kill the Shoggoth. If I can't, then we got to re-roll. So no, we don't, because I kept a cube. Could be a bad turn. Well, yeah, let's do it anyway. Let's give it a shot. No risk, no reward, right? So we're going to take our 3 dice. We're going to roll. We're trying to get 10 or more on all 3 of them. Rolled a 1, but it was on the health die, not on the body die. So there's 11. Boom, right there. Man, I'm just rolling great. Pow. So we killed the Shoggoth, attacking the Cthulhu board. It's dead, which was really a tough beastie. And then I'm going to cast the Seal Gate. Actually, the Necronomicon. I can spend 2 points from the Necronomicon instead of 3. Boom. To discard any gate. So we get to discard this gate. And we also are finished with combat, so we can get rid of the cube. Okay, that has finally given you a sense of gameplay with items and stuff like that. And they're also followers. I'm not going to end this entire play series with this one, and we will do another session. But I wanted to at least give you an idea. So this is the beginning of our game of Cards of Cthulhu. You know, you might think I'm doing well, but this is a big stack of cards still to go. And we got horrors and stuff that are going to come out on the board. It's going to be pretty nasty. And I spent all my experience, so we'll have to see. Oh, I do get 1 back for killing the bad guy. And I think I get 1 for the gate too, yes. So I spent 2, I gained 2 back. Pretty good. Anyway, that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. I'll get this posted quickly so you can see it. And I hope to see you again soon.